Tanika Willison, the number 10 as the ball is run out.
Yeah, Lydia Horde, 8-year-old, plays for Surf, Southern United Rugby Football Club. There she is on screen. Mother played for Waikato Mitre 10 Cup, Farah Palmer Cup, 2018. So proud moment for that family there.
Cool little day out. So Tanika Willison has the ball in her hands. Bex Mahoney is the referee from Ekatahuna, down the home of Peter Bengston, Speedway driver. Nice PB. Good bloke from down here. The Bex Mahoney signals time on.
A big thank you to
Willison.
Get your Speedway mentions in there as much as you can, don't you, Munty?
Oh, just one or two Speedways good. Not taken cleanly by Counties and knocked on. It's recovered by Leonie Kloppers very quickly. Counties going to ground. Waikato penalty straight across the top, not releasing the ball. Leonie Kloppers doing great work on the ground there to recover that ball. It was lost forward by Counties from the knock-on, from the kick-off.
Got a funny feeling there was another player in there too that just put the pressure on in the heat. Leonie Kloppers was in there very nice and tidy though, and Waikato getting the early penalty to start with.
Yeah, look, Bex Mahoney will be setting her standards early on as a referee will. She'll be asking the teams, and she had a good yarn with the captains prior to the game about the expectations she has. Fortunately, we don't have referees from comms, but Grace Hohopa-Barrett is the hooker for Waikato. Throws in, taken nicely by Mary Anderson in the middle. Good set by Waikato. Backs are being held. The backs are offside. County's backs have come up inside the time. Chelsea Alley on the step back. Good crash ball from her. She's been held up. She gets the ground tackle ball. Waikato pouring and the ball's there. Leonie Kloppers. Twice in the first couple of minutes. Kloppers has the ball. Oh, Baylor gets
nice
smashed.
Clean out from Counties.
Massive clean out from Counties. And the big breakout. Good tackle, Renee Holmes too on the ground. Counties pouring it over the top. Turnover ball's been banged down the middle of the field. Long way down.
Yeah, Renee Holmes having to do go back almost back to her 5 metre line there. Finding Spooler inside.
Stacey Fuller out to Chelsea Alley. Alley puts it on the right foot. Bangs it up the sideline. Exciting start.
Big win there from Counties though. There was just a one player turnover in that ruck, just a clean blowout. And it was just brilliant. Actually came through the middle and cleanly turned the ball over for them to.
Thought it might have been an advantage. Bex Mahoney was holding a hand up for the Counties defending line coming off the.
Probably just to ask the backs to stay put, and she was happy with it. Obviously, Counties win their own line out.
It's the big six. Gloria Aono crashing the ball up. Beautifully laid back, fast ball for Counties. They're using their big forwards just to rumble the ball forward. Nice ruck set. Marina Tahinu. Bex Mahoney.
Her name is Marnie. I asked
Money. So Bex Mahoney, the referee. Knock on by County side. Ariana Baylor, the little halfback for Waikato, has been a great combination this season so far with Tanika Willison. Chelsea Alley, second. Carla Hoheper at centre. Hazel Chubik, the 10 for Counties Manukau. County standing very deep on its defensive scrum. They only have to be 5 metres back. They're back nearly 10.
I think it's just that running advantage, hot press on defence. Graeme, things that always said to an assistant referee though, is question how big your 5 metres is, and I basically turn around and say, get your tape measure out and tell me where it is and I'll mark it.
So again, reset scrum, just sorting out these front rows. Very, very well performed front row from Counties Manukau up against a Waikato front row that's improving with every game. Big push coming in from Counties. Waikato holding, ball's there. Baylor. Willison to Alley. Alley tries to do the crash ball, gets monstered in some big defence, gets dragged to ground though. Been no clear release there. That's from the number 7 for Counties. Lemura Silva made the tackle with no clear release, went straight in on top of the ball.
Yeah, I think Chelsea Ali, though, has got to be careful the way she ran that line, though. She was too high carrying that ball, and she did quite well to stay to get to ground. I think the tackler almost gave up on the tackle in the end, which allowed her to carry on as well. But a couple of early penalties to Waikato current at the moment.
So again, Grace Hupapa Barrett, the number 2 for Waikato. 5-person line out. Oh, stolen by Counties. Onto the right foot on Marina Tahinu. Shell Robin Retty in midfield, out to Renee Holmes, the 15. She's across to Hohepa, the 13 in the middle. Hohepa on the back pass to Fula. Fula beats 1 or 2, or she steps back into a mountain of trouble. The big number 8 for
Good
Counties.
Good tackle there from Counties.
Kloppers does what she does, makes 4 or 5 metres, ball's on the ground. Fast ball from Waikato.
Navali, she's just going to, when she gets the ball, she's just going to run. She's got heaps of metres on those legs.
Willison, good ball. Running ball for Waikato. Oh, big run from Navali. Put on the ground very solidly too. Out wide now, the big step. Kennedy Simon. Waikato fast ball. Counties trying to get across and make a meal of it. Think they've stolen it. Turnover ball, they say. Waikato may have it back. They have. Good stole back too. They've gone blind. Fula with a good pickup. Oh, they're not giving Stacey Fula any ground at all. Ruby Tui out there. And
another penalty.
Counties. Just guilty of pushing too far from the ruck and wall there coming across the top.
We all know Rugby 2020 has changed at ruck time, the way referees interpret it. To me personally, Graeme, I know we're both previous ex-referees, sorry. It does seem the new interpretations to me seem to have tidied the game up a bit.
Well, the game of rugby is all about a contest for the ball, and you've got to allow a fair and effective contest for the ball. So what they're doing is saying that the tackle player with the ball has got a chance to release it, and the tackler must give them a chance to do so. Yep. And we're working on that. That's fine. That's going to be not straight, I think. No, it's all right.
Marnie thought about it.
Good running ball again from fast ball. Willison out wide. Renee Holmes to Robin Reddy. Robin Reddy on the blind. She's a big step from Robin Reddy. Oh, she's got away from 1 or 2. Still going Robin Reddy, the winger for Waikato. Gets pulled down just a couple of metres short. Baylor, Willison, out to number 6, Gabby Sutherland. She puts her head down. Fast ball there for Waikato. Gone left again. Cornwall. Willison to Hohepa. Great ball from Kennedy Simon out to Stacey Fula. And after about 8 minutes, Fula the try.
It was just ball beating player there. Pretty simple rugby. As simple as it is though, Minty, ball's got to go to hand and it's got to be an easy pass as well.
Great fast ball though. What that is, they turned the ball quickly from Gabby Sutherland. She just put the ball on the ground. It came back quickly, which gave the advantage out wide. And roaming out there, Kennedy Simon, that ball across the top while she got monstered by a big tackle to Stacey Fula.
She's 8, but probably if she wanted to could play 12 to 15 as well. With the skill she has. It took her a while in that Cody game, first week of Farah Palmer Cup, to warm into the game, and then she had that piece of brilliance that led to the last try for Waikato in that game as well. It was something we touched on, is that she seemed pretty quiet in that one. I'm sure she'll be out there to make a stamp today. Conversion is successful. 7-0. Waikato leading early over Counties Manukau Heat.
2 points added from the boots of the captain for the University of Waikato women's team.
Very physical out there at the moment. Both forward packs are very, very strong, contesting the ball.
Waikato 7-0.
Great to see. 7-0 Waikato lead, Counties Manukau. Some big, heavy hits going in. Kennedy Simon ranging wide and far at the moment. And of course using the big Waikato prop, Tanya Cornwall.
Seen her play a couple of times this season, Kulina Valley, and each time she gets the ball, she's got at least 5 metres when she carries.
Baylor gets the ball back on her almost goal line. Chelsea Alley looking to run this out. Alley, almost hospital pass there and gets put on the ground. Big hits coming in from Counties. Manukau, that was on the number 2. Hop up Barrett for Waikato getting taken down. Cornavale out in centre field. Cornavale with a beautiful offload. That's just...
Sonny Bill would have been proud of that one.
That's just magnificent stuff. All Counties with the turnover here. They've got the hands on the ball. Penalty coming for Counties.
No release at all.
There was the fair and equal contest.
Yep. Goes quickly, Counties.
Morena Tahino takes it very, very quickly inside the Waikato 22. They've gone blind. That's the hands of the big number 8, Tiri Naha. Big charge 4 from the big Counties, number 4, turnover ball.
Well, I'm not sure how that came back to Waikato's side, but came out pretty quick.
Turnover ball, just the player running through. It was the number 4 of Tiri Nina. Just got herself isolated a little bit, and when the ball was put on the ground again, that contest across the top came Waikato, and the turnover happened.
Great idea by the captain from Chelsea Alley, just to put it onto boot as quick as possible and clear it. They've run it against the throw, 1 each.
Yeah, bad throw from Counties. Waikato have taken her on the short line out. Fast ball from Waikato. Willison to Alley. Oh, great ball. Robin Reedy out here on the wing with the speed and wheels. Ooh! Cross came to number 12. Arakuru with one of the biggest hits I've seen there. Just came across and gave Robin Reedy no room whatsoever. Big tackle. So line out right down here in front of us. Brought to you by Bev's Broadcasting on Graeme and Mead and my mate Bevin over here.
Trying to do everything here at the moment, Minty.
Grace Nunnall with the throw.
There's a lot of talk going to the back though.
Down the back, Counties have taken the ball. Fast ball, 2 off the top. Tubic out in centre field. Big running ball from the 6 of Eono. Waikato may have turned this. The ball's there. Waikato working at it. They have 2. It's the hands of Gabby Sutherland getting across and stealing the ball. Waikato fast ball, getting it out. Renee Holmes has it out wide. Good tackle. She's put on the ground. Stacey Fuller coming in to try and alley. Waikato keeping this ball going fast and wide. They've gone blind again. Alice here, big blind over there too. Ho-Hepper with the little chip kick through.
A smart idea, but there is a chase coming through. No, it's too far.
And the 22. Big open spaces down there. Ho-Hepper saw the gap, decided to put it down there.
Yeah, probably just too much on the foot there. Stacey was chasing pretty quick, as she does, but no, the ball and goal too early for Waikato's liking.
Saw a gap and there's a bit of open space back there. The fullback had to do some pretty quick work. Shante Toa to get back there and dot it down for the 22. Tubic. Hazel Tubic, the number 10 for Counties. Very talented young number 10.
Oh, this is lucky for Kennedy Simon.
Tremendous.
As Marnie's just called for time off, she's going to have a talk to Ben Brownlee. Minty, what did you see? I was a bit unsighted there.
I'll give it a try.
You're comfortable?
We're all saying it's
I think, Ben Brownlee's saying, Marnie, it's having your award. That ball though from the 22, that was unlucky for the Heat because it was just the bounce of that over ball.
Yeah, but
it could have actually easily ended up in their hands.
Your restarts have got across the 22. A bounce across puts you under pressure. It's the basic restart principle. Get the ball into play. Kennedy Simon was there. It bounced up to her hands, and the speed and agility of her put her across the line. 12-0 Waikato lead after about 15 minutes.
It's showing though, even though on the scoreboard Waikato on top, the Counties are here to play as well, definitely.
Yeah. Waikato, you can see the game plan is to move the ball wide, to move it fast, and to not give these big Counties forwards enough time to get into the game. So Chelsea Alley, right out by the sideline.
It's about 2 metres in from touch on the right hand side. on the 20 metres out, and it's just going to shave to the left-hand uprights. Unsuccessful conversion.
Waikato leading 12 points to 0 in this first half. I'd like to acknowledge and thank some of our match sponsors. Mitre 10, the official sponsor of the Farah Palmer Mitre 10.
So Counties Manukau won't have been expecting this. So they've got a very, very talent-filled team. They're one of the hot favourites for this competition before it started. But right now, Waikato are just out flanking them a little bit. They're running the blind. They're dragging players towards Stacey Fuller and using the insides because Stacey's going to draw defenders because of her skill. And what they're doing at the moment is they're starving Counties Manukau backs of the ball. And they're going
and the
blind.
room as well,
Yeah.
that those backs want.
They're crowding them and they're not giving them room. And of course, the ball past is moving very quickly. Stacey Fuller takes the ball. Waikato, Mia Anderson drives it forward. Talent, this young Farah, the number Renee Holmes gets monstered in a big tackle by Vianno, the number 11 for Counties. Hohepa Barrett, the number 2, crashes it up. Bounces out of 1, 2, 3 tackles, makes it forward a little bit more. Great bridge from Waikato. Baylor, keep going blind. The ball's there. Gabby Sutherland gets hit in a big tackle. The ball's knocked back. Comes back to the right. Chelsea Alley says, let's get out of here. We're going to kick it down towards Toa, the Counties Manukau fullback. She's got lots of space and lots of speed. They'll need to put her on the ground early. They do so.
Oh, the call for a knock on. Oh, no, Marnie will come back for a knock on there.
Yeah. Referee Bex Samani just getting the call from her touchies.
For the University of Waikato women's team include the Coastal Development.
County's just guilty at the moment of just trying too hard. They need to get the ball in hand, use their forwards, and just rumble it up through the middle a bit. Get a bit of control, get a bit of territory, and a bit of dominance over the Waikato forwards that are currently they're contesting and they're running the ball away from them. So
much can be said for keeping it simple to start off with, doesn't it? You know, and going back to basics. And then setting your platform before trying the silky stuff.
Well, the Waikato loose forwards at the moment. Emily Hedder, Kennedy Simons, and Ashley Gabby Sutherland are actually outdoing the 3 from counties of Gloria Ono, Larissa Lima Silva, and Harana Tiirina. So Waikato just get a little bit of dominance at the ruck and maul. Only the second scrum of the game. Scrum goes down. The front rows of Via Eno, Nano and Adams for Counties Manukau. And the two of Hapapa Barrett and Konilvali for Waikato.
So on that earlier scrum, County's getting a good push in to start with, but Waikato held quite well, and it was a good ball for Ariana Baylor.
If you look at the battle going on this side of the scrum, you'll see Tanya Konilvali will try and stop her opposite, Shay Adams, getting her arm up, and you see before she had to go back and push Konilvali's arm out of the road to get her grab. So
Konilvali's not going to give any ground easy.
No, she's playing games, which is just awesome. She's playing good things that front rowers do. Ball on and hook for Waikato. Waikato scrum holding.
Going to come blind.
Willison with the bounce ball out to Robin Reddy. Robin Reddy is going to get put on the ground by the number 7. Lima Silva, she's doing some great work. Bala. Kornavali again. Gets the big smash up the front by Shay Adams. Props having a go. Ali standing at first 5. Hoapa Barrett puts the head down. Bit of a gap there. Ball again. It's quick. Adams flicks it out wide to Stacey Fuller. Fuller up against the 14 of Ruby Tui. Gets past Tui and then gets put on the ground. Good ball from Waikato. Fast ball. Ali playing halfback. Knocked on. Dropped forward by Tokonatua. Good running ball there, but lost forward.
Yeah, it was some good pass, just a good pace, in the passing of the ball there. And Waikato keeping up its intensity.
Well, you see Waikato's game plan is to use the ball fast, get it out wide, and try and run these counties forwards around and try and stop them getting that dominance.
And that's the difference at the moment, is that Waikato are being able to do that. You just mentioned Ruby Tui for the first time in this match, whereas you've mentioned Stacey Flula with ball in hand a few times already.
Yeah, Ruby's been starved of the ball. She hasn't had a running situation at all yet. She's had no show, and she is one of the most outstanding rugby players in the world. She's just been starved on that right wing side at the moment. First scrum of the game to Counties.
The other thing about both players too is that they're both actually really nice people as well. I met them both. When I met them too, they actually both gave me a hug, which kind of surprised me.
Surprised me too.
But yeah, how you see Ruby on TV, she's not shy. Neither is Stacey, actually.
Got to say a big hello to Larissa Collingwood too, one of our most senior Waikato women's referees, and her great father Royden Collingwood, who I won't mention race speedway.
Well, Monty, I'll give you that. It's been about 15 minutes since you last mentioned speedway.
So first scrum for Counties. First scrum they've had of the game, and we're how many minutes in?
20 minutes in.
20 minutes in. Here in Putaruru at the Nola block. Great to have you along. This is rugby at its best around the country. Good little crowd in as well. And I'm sure the club rooms will be fired up later on. Ball's put in. Marina Tahinu out to Chubik. Chubik on the cutback. This number 12. First time running ball. 2 for the big number 12. Arakua makes great ground from it too. Chubik on the right foot. Is going to put it down the middle. Straight into the hands of Stacey Fielder. She flicks it in field to Renee Holmes. Renee Holmes is looking for... Oh, she cuts back too. Oh, Renee Holmes cuts through a gap. And again, no one with her. Gets put on the ground by the number 9, Marina Tahinu. Defence for Counties. Ball there for Waikato. No penalty, holding on. Renee Holmes. Ruby Tui went for the show and go and fell for it.
She plays at the back, playing at the back currently in the number 15 jersey, but for Hamilton Old Boys, she 10. Number 10.
Yeah, she's been a very solid number 10 all year.
Definitely, and very versatile in both positions.
You've been a very, very solid number 10. Is the ball going to go out? Renee Holmes tries to keep it in, can't quite. From the young lady we were just talking about. Score is still 12-0 Waikato after 20 minutes.
Just to acknowledge a comment on feedback, and I think it's quite good, because somebody said, well, wasn't Waikato a favourite coming into the comp? Yes, they were, but against the likes of Counties and Canterbury, they weren't the top 2.
Yeah, and look, on form of previous history, you couldn't say they might be. Yeah, we've got a lot of Black Ferns, or a lot of Black Ferns that come back, but that's what Counties Manukau. This is the frightening bit of Counties Manukau. Big, strong forwards who are going to take their line-out ball and roll it forward. Waikato have got to surround defensively, regroup and stop this rolling ball, or Counties will take this 20 to 25 metres to the goal line. They've got a second push. The ref said that's one, but now the big breakout. They've got to put them on the ground, and they are. Ball's there for Counties. It's going to come out. Chubik right outside. Ruby Tui out here. Ruby Tui pops it out to the 15. It's going to... Was the ball out? No, it wasn't. I thought that ball might have gone out. Tis now.
Joel.
Got a player who's been knocked out, so we'll get them attended to.
Well, it sounds as though there's a bit of an injury. One of the players down.
So Counties Manukau.
Yeah.
Very, very strong. That's the danger of this Counties Manukau side. If they get that big forwards rolling forward, defensive line out for Waikato.
Nothing we can do about the sky camera in the way. Sorry, folks.
Beautiful take. So Waikato charge it out. Oh, they think they've lost the ball forward. It's been turned over. Counties Manukau have got it. Couple of metres out from the try line. They're just going to charge forward at the line. Good tackle. Cornavali holds up the Counties players. Kendi Simon trying to roll out the road so he's not interfering with the ball. It's there for Counties Manukau. They charge at the line. Try given.
That's a try.
Have to wait and see. The number is number 8.
For Counties Manukau, Harona Te Ringa.
To Irina.
Yep. We scored that one for Counties, and good time for them to hit back too, Minty.
Yeah, look, they needed that. What we talked about was this big Counties forward pack getting their hands on the ball. They did from that line out, and once they put their hands on the ball, they rumbled it up probably 15, 20 metres, and that put Waikato 100% on the back foot. And again, there was no comeback from that. Good defensive line out across here in the left wing side, right on the try line from Waikato. They took the ball from the line out, but unfortunately when they drove forward, they lost it forward. Counties turned it over. And this big number 8 from close in crashed over.
Well, statistics at the moment, pretty close penalty count, 3-2 to Waikato currently. Line-outs against, on their own throw is 3 apiece, but Counties have also stolen one of Waikato's throws as well. So statistics saying the game was pretty close, even though Waikato's had the possession.
Great kick from Tubic right down the middle.
So 12 points to 7, Waikato leading over the Counties Manukau.
27 minutes gone?
24 and a half.
24 minutes gone.
Yeah, jumping the gun a bit there, Minty.
We've done that quite a bit. So restart for Waikato. Willison has the ball. Waikato have got to keep that pill away from these big Counties forwards. They scored points early on by running it wide. Once Counties get their hands on the ball and can keep it in their forwards, Waikato are going to have a problem stopping these big rolling mauls. Willison puts it high in the air. It's going to come down just inside. Fueller's chasing through. Stacey Fueller gets up there and knocks it back for Waikato to retake. I think Counties have stolen it off them though. And penalty. Counties straight in over the top.
Yeah, Counties look very good there to be able to turn it over, but one thing you've got to do, everybody knows in the game of rugby, first arriving play, you've got to stay on your feet, and they didn't. They all went off.
Very, very difficult at times because there's a defensive play coming in from players now where the defensive teams make like they're going to stand up and contest, and they back off, and
there's nothing to hold the players
straight
up.
Off their feet, and you've just got to be careful of that. It's a very clever play. So attacking the line out for Waikato. O'Hepper Barrett, the hooker, has the ball. Shortened line out for Waikato, taken off the top. Mia Anderson. Baylor out to Willison. Willison looking for Kennedy Simon. Kennedy Simon with this big crash ball. What a great game she's playing. It's there again for Waikato. Willison, Ali on the step back. Ali's beaten 2 or 3. Still going, Chelsea Ali.
Oh, they're just letting her run at the moment.
Oh, Waikato might lucky there. The number 9 Baylor with the ball. Good little drive forward. Willison gets there to play halfback.
It's advantage to Waikato.
Cornavale has another run and another big run from the big number 3. Put on the ground by the number 8 out of Counties Manukau. Maybe advantage Waikato it is. Big number 8. Te Ringa not getting out of the road. Just came across the top and trapped there. Referee just sort of saying, hey, that's not the way it should be. Advantage from the first one.
Not wrong was the call, but earlier advantage to Waikato for Counties Manukau heat being up too quick as well. So they've got to be careful, especially in that red zone.
Well, what's happening now is when Waikato gets fast ball like that, Counties are struggling to compete with it. So they have trying to slow the ball down. They don't want fast ball because when they get fast ball, they get into problems. Waikato got some dazzling backs out there that are just creating too many opportunities to score tries from.
And that's where the 2 tries have come from. They've come from fast forward feet.
Yeah.
Nothing standstill, not set piece as such. As Chelsea Ali makes this penalty pretty easy. 15-7, 12 and a half to go, first half.
So the captain, Chelsea Ali, and their sponsored jersey by iTunes Chiropractic. Waikato, 15 points to Counties Manukau 7.
Corner, I'll get right there to help you guys out.
15-7, Waikato lead. They just needed that. Waikato needed to get a little bit of dominance back and control of the ball. Wonderful number 10 from Counties Manukau, Hazel Tubic. Puts the ball. Chelsea Ali is going to be waiting for it and calls for it. She does, running off her and running hard off her. In Emily Hetzer, the number 7. Big crash ball. Counties trying to steal it. It's there for Waikato. Cornavale again. Oh, crikey, she's been strong so far, making that advantage line. Baylor, big wide ball, fast ball out too. Chelsea Ali managed to keep it up.
Good tackle on her though.
They were there quick. Waikato just going to settle it down a bit. Papa Barrett has the ball. Oh, great ball here from the tour. Natua makes it almost up the 10 metre line. Fast ball, Waikato. Counties are in a bit of trouble here. In a lot of trouble. Straight out to Renee Holmes. Holmes gets to a big monster tackle from Holmes, gets put on the ground. Baylor up to the middle. Oh, gets the big crash ball. In comes Viano, puts her on the ground. Ball's there for Waikato. Willison. Natua again. Natua with some good speed. Ball on the ground for Waikato. Willison's there. To the left. Hohepa steps through. Gets some help from her forwards. Ball's there for Waikato.
He's hunting for it though. I think the ball's going to come out Waikato's side.
Willison. Cornavali again. Gets put on the deck. Klopper's there with the bridge. Where's Baylor, the halfback? She's not there. It's there now for Waikato. Willison. Wide ball out to Gabby Sutherland. She makes half a break. Counties across the top of the ball. It's there again for Waikato. Baylor. Ali, the Counties Manukau up are just stacking this Waikato defence. Just trying to completely... Yep. No one there supporting. Waikato guilty of not having enough players there in support of the ruck and maul. Standing off. You need to put players in because you've got a big Counties Manukau pack who are going to drive across the top of you.
Seen there a couple of times, a number of phases from Waikato, but yeah, you're right, Minty. Few tackles in there where they weren't committing.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, it's all good standing off and get ready for ball carriers, but you've got to win that ball first.
Well, the Counties Manukau pack's very, very physical. If you're not going to commit players to a ruck and maul when you're on attack, you're going to get blown off it. And we've seen that now for the third or fourth time where Counties Manukau have done a very physical offence, and it's caused the turnover situation against Waikato. So just a small injury break here.
Might be Chelsea?
Baylor.
No? Ariana Baylor, we're being told.
It'll be
It's
Ariana
down at the
Baylor,
moment.
halfback. Very impressed with Tokanatua. She's the number one, the prop for Waikato. Very physical, very quick, very fast. Doing great things, floating around. She got monstered in a great big tackle there, but very physical. Big front row from Counties Manukau.
So
When they get rumbling, very dominant.
Counties rolling some subs here at the moment. Graeme, Carlo Cuthers coming on for Kato for Kahinehi.
What number's been replaced?
So 3's come on for 23, sorry.
Number 3, Carlo Crothers on. Messy old line out for Counties, it's there, so changes for Counties. Viano, the 23 is off, the number 3, Carruthers, is on. And that is Carruthers having a big run with her first touch of the ball. Waikato fighting for the turnover, that's Cornavali, but she's done it illegally, advantage to Counties. Oh, number 8 running again. Terena. Beautiful ball laid back, number 9. Back to this number 3, she's on the run again. Crothers with the ball. Fast running ball, Counties. Tubic out wide, knocked on and lost.
Come back for
Play the
penalty,
knock on. Yeah, come back for the penalty against Waikato.
The Heat side there just showing that they're pretty good as long as they're going forward as well. They've got the ball runners to make some meters going forward.
Yeah, the big number 8 for Counties, Tiarina, showing why. Big, strong, athletic player making good mileage when she gets hold of the ball. Hazel Tubic now going to have a shot at goal. Counties looking to restore those points back to make it back close after that alley penalty just a few minutes ago. This is the big problem for Waikato. Counties Manukau, they start to get a little bit of forward dominance. They get that ball rolling forward. They keep it in hand. Very difficult to stop.
Penalty's 30 metres out. 5 metres from the left-hand uprights. And, pretty still conditions looking at the trees, not really swaying out here.
Should be easily kickable. I
This
think it's
one
going to
is-
be
No, it's going to be off the post actually. I was thinking it was drifting right.
Hepa Barrett with a good rebound by Croakers. That was because some woodwork from there. Ball's there for Waikato. No, it's messy ball. Counties look like they've turned it over. No, it's still there for Waikato. Gabby Sutherland. Oh, she gets monstered in a big cross tackle. Counties coming in on the ball, not giving a clear release again. It's number 1 of Shay Adams. Just no clear release.
When the ball hits the post like that, Minty, you never know where it's going to go, do you? And that was quite well recovered there from Waikato. I don't think they're going to make the touchline.
No, ball hasn't knocked out. Been knocked back in by Vianu, the number 11, and she's running fast. Been put on the ground by Mia Anderson. Ball there for Counties. Into the hands of the big number 1, Shay Adams makes the crash ball forward. Ball's there for Counties again. Good ball it is too. Out wide, Chubik out into centre field. Running ball right up through the middle is the big number 6, Iono towards the line. Iono scores.
She found that half gap and made it look pretty simple in the end. And Counties Manukau have managed to pull the game back within 3.
We could see that coming. She's been lurking out there just waiting for the opportunity to arrive, and it did. And once she crashed through the middle, there was no stopping. The big number 6 looked impressive in a warm-up before the game, and see why. Glory Aono with a try from about 23, 24 metres out, right through the middle of the Waikato defence, scores near to the posts, making the kick at goal nice and easy for our number 10, Hazel Chubik. 26 gone, 27 gone. I'm all up to biggery, aren't I? How many gone now?
Let's try 35, Minty.
35 gone, eh? We'll make 35, eh? I'm good with that. I can't see the clock. And she converts, does Chubik. It's 15-14 with 35 gone. County's been starved of the ball.
Yeah, but when they've got it, they're making it count now.
They are indeed. They're very, very physical. You can see Waikato when they started this game, they wanted to keep the ball away from this big Counties forwards. You can see exactly why they want to do that. Is the fact when the Counties forwards get hold of the ball, they hold it in their hands. Their ball skills are very, very good. And very difficult to defend against somebody running at that speed against you. So Willison, the number 10 for Waikato, has the ball in her hands. About 5 minutes to half time. Fuller gets it again. Oh, and caught by 2. Papa Barrett, Waikato. Almost lost the ball. Baylor had to go across. Counties off their feet.
She was off her feet.
Penalty against Waikato.
I think Marnie had some issues trying to get into position to see that, and the feeling around the ground is that that penalty probably should have gone to Waikato, and the only thing she managed to see, and as you and I both know, Minty,
Ronnie.
referee can only call what they see.
Yeah, look, you've got ARs out there as well. They've got a job to do too, but she called what we saw, rightly or wrongly.
3.5.
You make a decision. It could have gone either way. Waikato penalised for being guilty of hanging on. So, Counties, Nano has the throw. Stolen by Waikato by the looks of it. There for Waikato, Baylor. Kuanavale. Oh, she's made some ground today. Big crash ball up. Ball's there again for Waikato. Baylor. Kloppers on a beautiful ball into Heffer. What a sweet ball back into the number 7.
Alex landing up. And I think Marnie's said it's a forward pass.
Referee Bex Marnie. I think it's come back for a forward pass. She has.
Had Regina Sheep there further down from us. Minty, she was almost in line with that.
She wasn't in line. She was 20 metres away from being in line. And we were 40.
I was waiting for her to click to who we're talking about.
If she's in line, if she's in line with that, I come from Wellington. And I don't. So defensive scrum Counties. Again, the kickoffs, Stacey Fielder up there contesting the ball for Waikato, and twice now she's managed to bring it back for them. So only the second scrum of the game for Counties Manukau. Already with that change in the front row. Kalo Covers coming in, replaced Viano.
Draw that rugby ball raffle for the signed ball signed by both the Farah Cup squad and the Mighty Team.
Still these front rows. Still these front rows, just having a little bit of time settling. Gone to ground again. Almost half time here at Putaruru Rugby Club, Nola block.
Yeah, this game built up to be the big match that it is, that it has been, Minty.
Wayne Smith played his rugby here, his junior rugby, played for the Junior All Blacks out of the Putaruru Rugby Club.
Wow, the amount of people who grew up in this area, you've had Ian Foster, current All Blacks coach, Wayne Smith helping out Waihi Athletic this season.
If you go back far enough, Phil Olsen was a real stalwart of Waikato rugby for years and years. Ronnie Phillips and I about the same age as he is.
You played for Melbourne?
102 or?
He went from here to play for Melville Rugby Club in town.
Yep.
The things I'm remembering at different times scares me. Oh, big scrum by Waikato County. Scrum under all sorts of bother, but they've got it away. Running ball. First time too, it's really gone into the hands of Hufangai out in centre field, the 13. And she's made a big effort and run through. Oh, smashed out of the road goes the big number 8. For Waikato gets bowled out of there, Kennedy Simon. Ball here again for Counties. Little tap over the top. Stacey Fuller. Oh, beautiful hands from Fuller. Back to Holmes. Gets the ball back. Ruby Tui looking to do the defensive, but Fuller, she's going to run into trouble. No, she goes right up through the middle. Back to Kloppers. Kloppers out to Mia Anderson. Anderson running hard as Anderson puts the ball on the ground. Presented beautifully for Waikato. Baylor. Willison on the right foot. Oh, there's open ground down the back down here.
Ball's just going to die though, down here.
Oh,
and she's
played it on the
away.
ground.
That's a yellow card, isn't it?
I'm not sure you're allowed to do that. Knock the ball over the sideline.
That's half time.
Big call there.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
My lawyer shouldn't be allowed while laying on the ground and not allowed to knock the
Well, you're
ball.
not allowed to at all. Anyway, referees, the decision maker though, so you have to go with what Bex Marnie says. She's a top referee as well. Also done men's first class fixtures as well. So
that is what it is.
She's a very experienced.
15-14 half time. We'll give you a quick recap of the scoring as we go through. It was, after 8 minutes, Fuller the try, Ellie the conversion. It was 7-0 to Waikato after 9 minutes. Kennedy Simon scores for Waikato after 15. It's 12-0 to Waikato. Then Tiringa scores for Counties Manukau, converted by Chubik to make it 12 points to 7. Chelsea Ellie, the penalty for Waikato at 28 minutes, 15-7 to Waikato. And then Iona, the big number 6 for Counties Manukau, crashes over underneath the post, 15-12. Chubik the conversion, 15-14 half time. Big old day here at Nola block.
Definitely, Minty, and statistics saying that's where it is too, pretty even all across the block. Penalties 5 each, knock-ons 2 for Counties, 1 for Waikato. Kicks and play, there's only been 4. Waikato doing 3 of those.
Yeah.
Actually, there was just 1 before as well. Lineouts on their own throw, the same. Wins against the throw as well. Scrums have been tidy from both teams. 15-14. That's basically you can say about it.
No wind here. It's very warm. The temperatures come right up. It's very warm down here in Putaruru, but no wind helping either team. Lots of good open running rugby being played so far. We're going to take a break, are we? What do we do?
We will take a break, Minty, put some music on and we can chill.
Something in my throat.
Yeah, we were just going to tell everyone at home what that is. 15-14 here at the Nola block, round 5 of the 2020 Farah Palmer Cup. Join us back very shortly in the next 5 or so minutes for the second half.
Team
Alright, welcome back to Nola Black for the second half of the 2020 Farah Palmer Cup. Round 5 match, Bevin Jenkinson alongside me, Graeme, Minty, Mead. The second half's going to be a great one, Minty.
Yeah, look, it is. I was just checking both teams for any changes, and no changes on that one from the first half where Colo Covers came on as a replacement prop halfway through the first half. So no changes to the Waikato side, no changes to the Counties Manukau side other than that one change. 15-14 Waikato lead. I've got to say that Counties Manukau, if they get that ball into their forwards, Waikato are into trouble. If Waikato keep it wide and run it fast, that's where Waikato's been getting the dominance so far. So very much two different fields of play, but Counties very strong in the backs. Ruby Tui's been starved of the ball so far. Stacey Fielder at the moment shut her down. Stacey Fielder's really just shut her down.
Marnie says time on, second half.
Chubik with the ball on the right foot. Puts it fairly deep. Taken by Waikato and run back very strongly by the number 7, Inali header. Ali has to take it back into the tough stuff. Loses the ball, gets ripped away. Cornavali picks up the ball. Oh, great tackle on Cornavali by Chubik. Put on the ground and Farah. Waikato bringing it wide straight away. Looking for gaps out wide.
Some heavy contact in there again from Counties Manukau.
Number 8 straight across the top of the ball. Counter ruck by Counties yet again. Turnover. Counties. And the big number 12. Akura. Ball's there again for them. Big running ball for Counties midfield. Out the number 2, this big number 6 again. Oh no. Crashes up. Waikato defence up to it. Come back to the props in the middle.
Covers with that run. And penalty. I think there was hands in the ruck there from Waikato.
Fast running ball by the number 9. Marino Tahino. Again back to this number 6. Puts the ball up in the air. Running round. Birch, the number 5. Gets away from the 14. Robin Reddy. Waikato. Oh, number 6 nearly knocks it on. Oh no again, but the ball's there for Counties. Hard on attack against Waikato. Waikato slowing the ball down. Chubik. Again.
Oh, left behind from the heat. And Waikato have got it.
Intercepted by Stacey Fuel and led again. Renee Holmes, she's going to get monstered and get dragged towards the sideline. Ball's there for Waikato. Counties defence. Aggressive defence. Ball up for Waikato, it's there. Baylor. Ali. Chelsea Ali runs it up. Oh, Chubik goes into it. Hohepa Barrett, the number 2 with the ball. Waikato again across the top. There again for Baylor. Running onto it, Willison. Good ball out wide. Hohepa out to Robin Reddy. This girl's got wheels. Robin Reddy, step inside, step outside. Gets caught by the cover defence. Ball's there for Waikato. Counties in the cross over the top from the offside position.
Here he comes.
Almost coming in from the wrong side to ensure the ball wasn't allowed to get out. Counties, they joined from a retiring page. Waikato running fast.
Marnie was all over that though, and she gave the penalty, and Waikato going quickly.
Ali, Hohepa Barrett, Gabby Sutherland out to Renee Holmes. Try.
Exactly what the home team wanted. Hit 3.5 minutes into the second half. 2014, kick to come. Waikato are leading.
Yeah, look, again, fast running ball, turnover ball, just getting Counties on the back foot. If you can turn the players around, you're going to get a really good roll on. Counties down here were hard on attack against Waikato, and the turnover came from some good defence. Waikato breaking out. Stacey Fuller with the turnover intercept down here, and that was the beginning of it. They swept 80 metres downfield, got the penalty, and they put the hard yards in. Good work from Gabby Sutherland, the number 6 was in there, number 7 Hetter as well. Really working hard, Mia Anderson, around that ball. So Waikato, turned the Counties team around. and they end up coming in the try.
I wouldn't say it was a 14-point try, but Counties Manukau down here were looking pretty good on attack.
Yeah, they were. Look, they're utilising Gloria Eno very, very well. She's big, she's strong, she's athletic.
I think both
very hard
sixes
to
are very
tackle.
similar with the way they carry their ball.
Again, very hard to put on the ground. Chelsea Alley has got this kick about 14 in from the left wing side, a couple of metres inside at 22, as you can see. Looking right down the barrel of the goalposts. And it goes right. 20 points to 14 after 44 minutes.
Waikato lead, 20 points to 14.
Waikato need to capitalise on this chance. Changes.
Clash.
I just had a bit of a panic there, Minty, because Rubatui was making her way to the sideline here, but no, she just parked inside.
She's just raced up here to get the team back. So
Yep.
20 points to 14, Waikato lead. Bex Money. The referee from Ekirahuna. Chubik, the number 10 for Counties. Has the ball in her hands yet again. Waikato got to capitalise on this bit of a lead they've put out, because Counties are very strong. Taken. Well by Waikato. The forwards are in, pouring in there. Baylor with the fast ball. Cornavali again. Makes 2 or 3. Ball's on the ground there for Waikato. It's quick ball as well. Chelsea Alley first receiver. Gets monstered in a big tackle. Ball's there. That's Kennedy Simon gets put on the ground. Mia Anderson with another run. Ball there for Waikato. Ball there for Waikato. Yeah. Penalty Waikato. Just not allowing the ball. Baylor has taken it quickly.
Again.
She's on her own though. Now she's got stolen away. Chubik steals the ball. Baylor, the little halfback, took the run but had no one there helping her. Aono has the ball again. There for Waikato. There for Counties. Out to the number 3. Covers. Ball on the ground. Counties recycling well. Ruby Tui, the first time she's taken the ball at all in a running situation. She beats probably 3 or 4. Still fighting forward, Ruby Tui.
Showing her class.
Decided to come in and get involved. Out to number 12.
Oh, Kulanavali tries to get in a good tackle, but gets off her.
Ball there again for Counties. Little halfback. Marina Tahino. Robin Reddy has the ball. Turned it over for Waikato. They need to clear it because there's a lot of defence there. Cornavali out in midfield. Runs into the big number 8. Tirinena. Put on the ground.
Yeah, Counties have won
Turnover.
this first in there very cleanly and won it back for them.
So Turner over and Turner. Header with a good tackle for Waikato. Number 8 and the number 9. Big gap opens up. Trouble here for Waikato. Waikato defence needs to scramble across. Big tackle across there.
I think the
Robin
count on
Reddy.
the big tackles is about 10-1. Waikato finally getting in a good one of theirs.
Shay Adams, the number 1, crashes forward midfield. Ball's there again for Counties. Chubik, the number 10, has it. They're looking to feed it to the number 6. She gets it again. No. This time she's put on the ground. Turnover ball. Beautiful
Ariana
turnover
Baylor
ball.
again.
That's Leonie Kloppers with the ball at the feet out wide off the turnover of Baylor. Counties on the run back. It's into the hands of number 7, Lema Silva. Waikato defence scrambling across on the left wing side for Counties. It's there again. Chubik, the first receiver at the 10. Going to pop into the hands of number 3, Covers. Covers put on the deck. Kloppers, the Waikato number 4, across the top of the ball. Leonie Kloppers with the great turnover. That's 2 in a row. She's been involved in the first one. She's made that one herself. The hard grafting Hamilton Old Boys number lock.
Yeah, and I saw her father, Luan, earlier, and he was pretty happy.
Fast ball out here. Renee Holmes. Stacey Fuller. Fuller with some speed. Gets taken in a tackle by Ruby Tui. It's there again. Gabby Sutherland feeds out to Chelsea Alley. Alley out to the big number 8, Kennedy Simon. Simon with the ball to Mia Anderson. Anderson on the ground. Opening Natua, the big prop, gets through 1 or 2. Natua's still going. Makes 20. Ball's there for Waikato.
Props for Waikato be stopped at all.
Cornavula pushes the ball forward, gets taken a big tackle. Counties trying to get across. They're off their feet. They've managed to snaffle it though. Comes to Waikato. Anderson, the lock, puts it on the ground. No clear release there. Waikato with the advantage. Baylor goes back to the blind. Kloppers puts one in. Gets dumped on the ground by some good defence. Chelsea Alley out to Natur again. Wrap around for Alley. Alley pops the ball.
Right. She got a big smile on her face as soon as she caught that ball. She knew she was in.
Shael Robin ready. Fast hands, great work by Waikato. Good set up in the middle. Rolled it to the right really quickly and quick hands. Robin Reddy gets out there. Scores the try, 25-14. Waikato lead after 50 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's about 3 tries now for Waikato. It's just been quick hands. Passes have been crucial. Found the player cleanly. And all they've got to do is put the ball down.
Yeah, look, looks like there's some changes coming for Waikato.
I wouldn't be surprised too if Counties make some changes. I saw Hazel Tubac slowly getting to her feet when the play was just in front of us before. Yep. So might be a bit of concern there for her. Plus also Counties Manukau players stretching their feet as the conversion is successful. And the Heat players just at the moment.
Here we go, changes for Waikato. On they come, number 16 coming out for Waikato. The hooker Peroni and also the number 18, the big prop, Esther Tilo.
And jersey 18, proudly sponsored by the Drug Protection Agency. Esther Tilo Well done, Jules.
Awesome work from the two front rows as they come off. They've given everything they can.
Coming off for the University of Waikato.
So again, Counties trudge back to the halfway. Tubic after a big heavy contact on that tackle with Stacey Fuller. Ruby Tui just hasn't had the ball and any really running opportunity. Waikato have shut that down. Hofanga, the 13 for Counties Manukau, has been strong with ball in hand, but again, they're not getting the ball out into the centre field in running situations for Counties Manukau. So just waiting for what's happening down here. Have we got an injury or the referee or one of the players on the ground?
No, Josh Bulls.
Yeah, one of the Counties players getting all wrapped up.
Taking a bit of a knock there.
It's the number... Is that the little number 9? It is
number 9.
Marina Tahinu getting some running repairs. Changes coming in. Number 19 coming on for County, Stacey Brown.
Number 19 replacing the Counties Manukau player, Stacey Brown for Counties Manukau Power Heat.
Nothing like a rugby player with a good bit of bandage around the head as there. Knocked on.
So ball knocked on by Counties. Waikato guilty of not going and contesting, having one person go in for the ball with support.
She kind of held off a little bit too, didn't she?
Yeah, they stood back as the running players.
Just lucky that Counties Manukau didn't take that one cleanly.
And receiving the ball, if you put yourself up in the air, that negates any chance of being tackled in the air. So,
well, you've got more chance of taking that ball cleanly and winning it for your side. But if you don't compete, all the kicking team has to do is just come through, take it, and away they go. Luckily for Waikato, though, Counties Manukau knocked it on.
So Baylor, little half-back for Waikato, been busy today. These scrums in the front rows have been a bit of a mess. A lot of push and shove and feeling each other out, just trying to get some dominance. Scrum goes to ground. Again, just not getting that set right. Referee is just batting a little bit. Two new props on there, both on the far side of the scrum. Esther has been a starting prop for Waikato for their game so far. Very strong, very dominant, very powerful. Natur, other prop for Waikato, has had some outstanding runs. Kornovali down here in front of us. And of course Hopapa Barrett The hooker for Waikato being replaced as well. Ball's there for Waikato, being hooked. Baylor, Willison, Chelsea Alley on the wraparound. Hohepa out wide. Hohepa trying to run Stacey Fuller, and Stacey Fuller on Ruby Tui. Ruby Tui versus Stacey Fuller. Ouch!
Who would want to be a rugby player when you see tackles like that?
Kennedy Simon, big number 8, crashes forward. Fast ball, Waikato. Chelsea Alley, Cloppers. Oh, bounces straight off the head. Come back. Stacey Fuller and Ruby Tui. What a clash.
Yeah, that defines that contest, doesn't it?
Oh, look, just very, very physical. Fuller took that ball at speed.
That's the second big collision they've had too.
Changes for Counties Manukau. 22 coming on. Yuki Ono and number 22, 17 as well.
Utumalama Apodio.
Utumalama. Atunui? No.
Utu Antonio.
Thank you.
Antonio.
I've written it wrong in my notes there.
Kennedy
Minty.
Simon, the number 8 for Waikato. Again, another player who pulls on the black jersey. Playing number 8 at the moment. Quite often a 7. Just getting a bit of attention to a knee after getting a big tackle in the midfield.
It's been a very physical game out there. One thing Counties Manukau have done very well in this game is make their tackles count. And when they've made them, you can feel them. Especially that last one, as we've said, between Ruby Tui on Stacey Fuller.
Yeah. They've just done nothing given, nothing asked. We knew that was going to be a contest between these two. About 54 minutes gone. Waikato leading by 27-14. Marina Tahino, little halfback for Counties Manukau. He's got half a chemist shop of tape wrapped round her head after a cut. Still problems in this front row. A couple of changes in the Waikato front row and a couple for one for Counties. Well, Waikato scrum.
Big scrum! What a scrum!
And the turnover for Waikato. They get back there. Counties have come across the top and might have stolen it back. Penalty Waikato.
We saw early on, Minty, that Counties Manukau forward pack had come here to play, especially in that scrum. There, though, Waikato just turned the tables on them very well, got the tight head first one of the match.
See the difference between Waikato today and Waikato in that first game against Northland. Is the ball going to go out, though? Ball is out. In that first game, Waikato against Northland, they took the tap penalties. They ran that ball. Now what we've got now is saying, let's consolidate. Let's put the ball down in the Counties Manukau half or 22 and consolidate from a good line out there, which they'll get. Big scrum from Waikato. They're just dominant. And I don't think the backs and the loose forwards were ready for such a dominant scrum. And nearly lost the ball after a good scrum by Waikato. Ball's in the hands of the replacement hooker. Prani, it's taken midfield by Anderson. Wrap around ball too. Waikato running straight through goes Waikato. Ball's up there from head to the half to 10. Willison to Hohepa. Hohepa on the cutback. Hohepa scores!
Well, Minty, we've seen quick ball that's led to tries. That one there, though, just some good pace, good passing, and then just some force to get over the try line.
Well, the thing was, fast ball off the top, running ball, good set piece, using the backs running round. Number 7 came steaming around from the front of the line out. Heta made good ground, and then it was just quick hands, quick speed. Hohepa with a big left foot step to come across and score 32-14. Waikato lead Counties with 57 minutes gone. Am I close to that time?
You are this time. It's taken you about the 4th time, Minty, but you've got it right this one.
It's taken me 57 minutes to get it right. Leave me alone.
You obviously haven't been drinking what you were asking for before the match.
It's coming. She's hiding down the far end. She hasn't brought me one yet. This is grassroots rugby. It's cool. Chelsea Alley off the right foot. Looking to add the extras to make it 32-14. Nice kick down the middle.
Makes goal kicking look easy when she does that.
Yeah, it does.
That's 34 points to 14 to the University of Waikato.
Waikato ahead by 20 points now. As Counties Manukau trudge back to the halfway. This is going to probably knock their confidence a little bit when they've had such a good run, but Counties are such a very good side. They'll try and get control of that ball, get it back in the hands of their big forwards and roll this Waikato pack back a bit, but Waikato in that scrum. Esther's come on and she's put some big pressure on. Taken this time by Waikato. Nicely too, that's head of the 7. Puts the ball on the ground. Baylor, the number 9. Running ball for Waikato. Oh, big gap, Mia Anderson. Great take and pass round. Chelsea Alley looking fast hands.
Oh, ball out the back. Great hands from Holmes.
Waikato got to commit people to the ruck. Chelsea Alley puts it on to the right foot, puts it downfield into the hands of the 22, Yuka Ono. Ono has the ball, swings it to her left, big and wide. Alley gets across, makes the tackle on the 11. The Arnold, ball on the ground. Waikato trying to county ruck. Alley trying to get across the top. Alley steals it. Turnover ball, Waikato. Willison, Kennedy Simon, the number 8. Beautiful step on the inside. Hohepa on the ground. Waikato pour in. Baylor looking for fast ball. Counties hanging on. Ball's there. Diving across the top was Counties.
Yeah, there's a Counties player that's just come over the top deliberately.
Oh, quick run. Straight away, Fuller towards the try line. She's 5 out from the quick tap. Ball's there, Waikato. Baylor. Passed it out to Esther. Esther puts it on the ground. Ball's there again for Waikato.
Counties are just...
Penalty against Waikato. Turnover ball, not releasing. Quick tap taken. Chubik, who's running on probably 1.5 legs at the moment, out to Ono, the replacement. Fast running ball from Counties. Renee Holmes gets across there, makes the tackle. Ball's there for Counties. They've got all the way up to the halfway line. Tired looking players out there at the moment. Waikato, defensive there. Kloppers gets herself offside, gets back onside. Ball's knocked back. No knock on there. Gabby Sutherland on the big tackle on Okuda. Okuda gets through the gap. Gabby Sullivan, the 6 for Waikato. Back to the number 3. Covers with the crash ball for Counties. Ball's there again. The big number 8 steams up forward. Tirina, ball's there. Counties. Oh, knocked forward. Counties, number 12. Okuda just about putting the ball in the hands. Lots of changes now, some tired looking players.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Kennedy Simon might be making her way off. Was just told earlier that she was thought to have been limping.
Ova'a comes on for Counties Manukau, 20 and 22 coming on for Waikato. Sina Hete and Ricky Tikanoa.
And it is Kennedy Simon coming off.
And Renee Holmes, the fullback. As we'll see, Shael Robin Reti will drop back to fullback.
Counties
Manukau ran the changes, but there's still a number of players that are having to try and stretch their legs out to last the game. This could be where Waikato's dominance just carries on, and I hope we don't see a blowout, but it is quite possible.
Carlo Crothers, the replacement prop, and Counties Manukau have now had 3 prop replacements on. So he's got a problem with the left calf or Achilles.
Some updates from other Farah Palmer Cup games. Currently in Auckland, the Storm taking on Baipini Volcanics 22-7 to the Auckland Storm in the second half, and the Northland Kauri against the North Harbour Hibiscus 43-0 to the Kauri. Both of those games in the second half.
So Carlo Crothers comes back to take her place in the front row. Looks like we've got a change in the front row as well. Yes, it is the number 6. Elnor has moved to prop. And the number 19, Stacey Brown, has moved on to the flank.
I noted in our notes actually that the number 6 does play prop, which is adds versatility.
Covering about four positions, a lot of the Counties Manukau players. This side of the scrum. Toka Natua up against the number 6, Gloria Ono. Great battle going on the tour. Lots of speed. Just adjusting, telling the flanker who's up on the side of her, Sina Hete, what she wants. The number 24 Waikato. Not happy about going down. Ash Gabby Sutherland, the number 6 for Waikato's moved to number 8. Number 7, Emily Heta, having a cracking game in the 7 defensively. Waikato back line. Change with Shale Robin Reti going back to fullback, but standing up in the back line this time. Waikato looking to use that ball wide. Yuki Ono, the left wing for Counties Manukau, standing back at fullback. Tap penalty.
Hinging. Counties Manukau on the near side, hinging. Head going below the waist.
Number 20, Heta, ball on the ground. It's there for Waikato. Now it's been turned over by Counties. Again, Waikato guilty of not having assistance there. 19's got that. Stacey Brown puts her head down. It's there for Counties Manukau, running ball. It's the number 3 covers. Ball's there, Counties. Out to the number 6. Look out, Aono with the big wide ball.
I think that might be Tui.
Gets across on the tackle. Stacey Fuller gets across. Puts Ruby Tui over the sideline.
Had to be made because you can't let Ruby Tui run like that.
Again, Waikato guilty of not having support play when they're going forward. You can't run on your own against this big Counties pack. They're going to knock you over. Aggressive defence, turnover ball. Waikato have got to have support if they're going to do those quick taps.
Just been reminded too today in this match is being played for the Chiefs Country Cup.
It is indeed. It's sitting down there.
Sitting down here. If Waikato carry on, if they win this game, it stays in the Waikato camp for the season, as won't be contested in any playoff matches.
Yeah, Waikato under a bit of pressure from that line out. Ruby Tui's going to take the ball on a 10-metre line. Biffs it in field to Ono. Ono takes the ball out into the centre field to the 12 of Akuta. Akuta puts her ball on the ground. Chelsea Alley on the good tackle. Counties getting support to the breakdown quickly.
So we're having to do some shovelling.
Tubic, the number 10 out wide, gets tackled and put on the ground. Still recycling the ball well, though, Counties. Waikato may not be clear release there. They may get away with it. No, Counties have kept the ball. Waikato coming up offside. So advantage Counties. Ball through the middle. It's going to be a try in the corner. And it is.
It's a big collision, but a good try as well.
Good try to Counties Manukau.
Big collision in the corner. The Waikato girl hasn't got up yet.
I think Ruby Tui scored that one. Especially a collision like that.
For Counties Manukau, Ruby Tui.
She's shown she doesn't shy away from those physicality moments. And, game's not over yet though. And that's what Counties Manukau are saying.
Again, Counties Manukau getting good rolling ball, putting it in their hands, using their big forwards to make ground forward, then spinning it wide and just leaving Waikato a little bit vulnerable on that left wing side. But again, I come back to the penalty down here that should have probably been kicked out, and that line out clearance. You can't run on your own against this big Counties pack. They will roll you back and they'll take the ball away.
Just a couple of things that are just creeping in, more so in the second half than they were in the first. I mean, they were happening in the first half. They're becoming a bit more relevant for the Waikato side. That if Counties were probably playing at the A+ game, they'd be capitalising on it a bit more.
Jubik out wide, trying to convert it to make it 34-21. Big kick.
25 gone.
25 minutes gone. It's going towards the post. It's not looking too bad.
Oh, it's
beautiful
over.
Kick.
Hazel Jubik adds 2 more. University of Waikato.
That was just one that was just hanging in the air a little bit, that conversion.
That was a wonderful kick from Tubic. She needed that just to make the score down to that difference of
Well, it's
13
now 2
points.
converted tries, isn't it?
Yep, it's now 13 points the difference. 25 gone, 15 to go. Willison, the number 10 for Waikato, has the ball. The last 2 kicks have come out to the left wing side, or Stacey Fueller's ring, and she's run through and contested the ball. You'll see Ruby Tui standing now up close looking to contest that pull. There it is, Fueller, Ruby Tui. Knocked on, I think, by Waikato, but Counties Manukau have it. Ruby Tui and Stacey Fueller with another big collision. Running it wide though, the number 3. Covers. Number 12, Akuta from Counties Manukau. Heard in that last exchange from the kickoff. A lot of water coming on, very hot down here in Putaruru.
It's been a nice fine day in the southern Waikato, putting on a good one for us here.
Are indeed.
Great that the Waikato Rugby Union were able to bring this game to the smaller rugby clubs, you know. Showed us some support in what has been a, use your own words there, yeah.
Well, look, it's been a year of difference, and again, we've got a crowd down here, and I think part of what it is where can you go? Like Putaruru here today, we've probably got somewhere between 13 and 14 past black ferns, silver ferns, current black ferns, silver ferns on display in a great little place like this. And we're seeing good rugby. We're seeing the class and quality of many of these players. You're seeing Ruby Tui versus Stacey Fuller. That happens on international 7 circuits, but on for the same side. So you're seeing players who normally, they're in opposition but playing in the same team. The best in the world run into these two, and they probably go, crap, there's 2 of them. They are really talented.
And we've seen 2 tackles right in front of us, Graeme, that we've both gone. Yeah. We've both had to look away at the collision because it was pretty heavy.
But the neat thing I'm seeing too is you've got really good things going on in the engine room of
it's
the
a game
Waikato
that's
scrum.
being played all around the field, isn't it? There's not one specific
changes
piece
coming
of
in though. The number 12
that has been dominated.
Bleeding nose on the number 12 of Tokoturu.
Blood still coming from
Tarakura.
nose of the county Manukau player. That should carry on.
Been a big solid game from the Waikato forwards. Now they're starting a little bit of dominance. We've seen a change in the Waikato scrum. They got pushed around a little bit earlier. The last 2 scrums have been very, very good for Waikato. Stack back line. Ruby Tui versus Stacey Fuller, left wing, right wing combination for Waikato, and right wing for Counties Manukau. Willison standing close. On her inside, Shale Robin Retty, the current fullback, standing up at first 5. Good scrum, Waikato. The push is on. The ball's there. Straight out to Willison. Willison to Ali. Wrap around from Willison. Oh, crash ball, Hohepa. Hohepa runs into a major brick wall. Puts on the deck. Back for Waikato. Willison on the foot. Putting some pressure on Ono, going back to Counties. Lots of chases there for Waikato. They put Ono on the ground. Counties Manukau get defence back. I think they're going to say Waikato. To hear the crowd, that was just a 3-on-1 from Waikato. Great little deft kick from Willison. Chases were any good kicks, only as good as the chasers. Chasers got through and the turnover was grabbed.
Well, the kicking in this game, we touched on it earlier too, Minty. In the areas that it's changed from the first game we saw Waikato play to this one, and the kicking in this game has been pinpoint, whereas probably, I'm not even sure, Waikato had one good kick in general play.
Waikato making the choice now. Their scrum's been so dominant, they've now decided they'll take the scrum 5 metres out. They'll hold the ball at the number 8. They'll push this across. Yep. This will be probably one of the few times you'll see Waikato this year going for a pushover try.
He's one of those.
About 10 minutes to go.
Yep. You just see one of the kids holding a big Waikato flag in the background there, running around.
Waikato get the big push on. Now they've got it out quick. Baylor, she's got under trouble. Counties Manukau defence has monstered her. Ball's there. Waikato got to regroup. The forwards do. Ball's there. It's come out. Penalty against Counties from the scrum. Offside.
Offside the halfback.
I'll take another scrum. Chew up a bit of time.
Well, that's a big thing too when you've got a 13-point advantage, is use the clock to your advantage. Waste some time, as much time as possible, especially when you're 5 metres out from the opposition line.
They get the scrum right. Waikato want to put some points and push it out past that 13. It wasn't a good scrum from them. They'd already decided what they were going to do before the scrum was finished.
Yeah, and that's what cost them. And Nessie ball for Baylor at the back. Thankfully, that was being played under advantage for them.
Number 22, Riki Tikanawa, standing right behind Willison, the first 5. Chelsea Ali, the number 12, moves wide. Counties defence got to stay 5 metres back, so the Counties defence have to stay on the goal line. 14, Shael Robin ready.
Is being played for today.
and we probably haven't had a scrum that's not been a reset or rethink about how it's been set.
Yeah, look, Bex Marnie's had all sorts of problems with the front rows today. They've been just a little bit naughty. So Waikato got to get the scrum right.
10 minutes remaining in the second half of the Farah Palmer Cup.
Baylor with the ball.
Chiefs Country Cup.
Waikato set.
If
They can get the scrum set. I wouldn't be letting it out from the feet of Gabby Sutherland at the back of the Waikato scrum. Here's a scrum from Waikato. Now Baylor's taken it. Willison looking for the wrap. Gets a bad ball out. Gets Ricky Tikano gets caught up. But now they get the drive forward. Ball's there for Waikato. Counties across the top. Willison. She knows she was in trouble. Gabby Sutherland on the outside, the number 6. Ball's there for Waikato. Counties Manukau laying in the road. Trying to clear it. Comes to the 18. And then the Hohepa in the middle. Oh, ball's been dropped by Waikato.
I actually think she tried to kick that one through. It wasn't the right decision. Lead got in the way as well.
Fast, oh no, with the fast tap and go. Waikato make the tackle. Esther tries to get across the top. Tilofiongo tries to get across the top and hold it. Out to the big number 8 for Counties Manukau. Tirina. Ball's there. Mia Anderson. Across the top goes Leonie Kloppers, the big number 4 for Waikato. Can't get her hands on the ball. Counties try to do the rumble up. Good defence from the 7 for Waikato. Emily Heta. Counties recycle again. Ball's there. Ono with the quick flick. Big gap opening up. Look out, here we go.
Oh, great tackle.
Big tackle, Mia Anderson. Good defence from the young lady. Ball's there. Chubik out wide, all the way to the middle. Out to the big number 3. Carlo covers.
And from the side.
Yeah.
Something was going to give there, Minty.
Was going to go one other way.
Counties had a good break there for a bit. It was a great tackle though from Mia Anderson that came in and smothered it. And now Waikato have got a penalty.
Anderson let the big number 6 on or run past and then turn around and go chase, which gave her the opportunity to make a great from behind tackle, put her on the ground. Chelsea Alley trying to put this ball out. Ruby Tui keeps it inside, just guilty of going for a little bit too much distance. Oh, that pass was about 3 days forward, and it's been called.
Yeah, I think the only person that didn't realise was Ruby.
Oh, she might have known. She was just hoping. Scorers 34-21. Waikato lead Counties Manukau. Out comes the 17 for Waikato. Stephanie Lulua. She's going to have to a great game. Talking the tour. The big number 1 for Waikato. What an awesome game she's had. Cracking runs from the young lady. Big strong play from Tukanatua for Waikato. Made good yards, scrummed well. Now Stephanie Lualua gets her chance in the front row. Under 10 to go.
It's been a, Waikato have played a game between numbers 1 to 22 almost in this game. Even the subs that have come on, they haven't really dropped anything as such. It's been a pretty polished performance. Game's not over though. There's still 6.5 minutes left in it, and it's a funny game. The sport we love called rugby.
See how Lualua goes in her first scrum. Good scrum by Waikato. Big solid scrum too. Ball's there. Willison has it. Out to Ali. Ali looked for the big wide ball. Out to Shell. Robin Reddy. Ruby Tui read that. Ball's been knocked on by Waikato. Chubik's going to get run down by Fuller. She cuts back inside into the 21 of Lavia. Chubik wraps round, takes it at first 5. Into the hands of the 5, Rebecca Birch. Big run from the big number 6. Ono again. Out wide, out to the 22. Yuko Ono. Ono's put on the ground. Waikato trying to counter ruck. They drive through, the ball's there. It's going to be a try. And this to the number 9, Marina Tahinu.
Yeah, it was just quick ball from the Counties Manukau Heat side. And the ball just did not stop moving. Great try from them. We've got 5.5 to go. Game on. Definitely. Conversion is, is the thing that counts here. Unsuccessful, 8-point ball game. Successful, 6 points.
Young lady from Melville gets ready to make her entrance into the game. Kiriana Nolan, as is the number 19, Kaponga.
I think the two of them might have some support for by the sound of the crowd.
And jersey 19, sponsored by New Zealand Couriers, Deja Kaponga.
Support there from Deja beneath Kaponga.
Yep, young lady from local. Big kick coming out wide from Chubik, and it's over.
Brilliant.
Now the pressure's on.
It's 28. Waikato 34.
6 points in it with about 4 to go.
Under 5 minutes
Waikato guilty,
remaining
just
in the
not
second half.
guilty of not retaining the ball, not playing percentages and a little bit of panic rugby.
Just a reminder too, folks, time you see on screen is only a rough estimate, always in the hands of the referee for time and fact.
Leone Kloppers, after a great game from Leone, comes to the sideline. Willison with the kick-off. Ruby Tui looking for the ball. Stacey Fuller looking for Ruby Tui. Could be 2 knock-ons. Is it 1 knock-on? No, it's 1 knock-on from Stacey Fuller.
Yeah, unfortunately the second time Fuller's tried to get the restart and just been unfortunate to knock it on. Counties have the ball.
So Waikato need a big scrum here if they're going to upset this Counties pack. They've had the last few scrums have been big and solid. With those changes into the Waikato front row. About 3 minutes to go at my best guesstimate. 6 points in it. Waikato leading Counties Manukau here in Putaruru. With the ball, Marina Tahino. Halfback for Counties with a big bandage round her head. Baylor for Waikato. Not happy.
Oh,
free kick.
Counties way.
Big run from the number 8 for Counties, Tiringa. Gabby Sullivan getting out of the road. Here comes the run again from the number 3. Covers is put on the ground. Waikato over the top trying to steal it. Not there. Waikato defence fanning out. Chubik with the big feet out to the 17. Antonio out wide now. Counties Manukau. Karina Nolan with the tackle. Scratchy old defence from Waikato at the moment. Ball's flicked wide. Chubik. Ruby Tui. Tui's feeding out wide. There's the
numbers
big
for
gap.
Counties.
Opened up. 14. Ruby Tui has it. She's going to feed it to the big number 8. Waikato put her on the ground, trying to get across the top. Counties are there. Gabby Sullivan with another tackle. Oh, the ball's been lost. Turnover time. Knocked on by Counties. We're going to go back for the original knock on by Waikato. Counties over here. Yeah, it was lucky. That was just scratchy defence from Waikato and Counties with a mistake. Waikato got away with it.
In the end, Minty, it was just Counties that they didn't slow down enough to look at their options. They just chucked a quick ball. Player wasn't expecting it, and the knock-on came about because of it.
Bit of tiredness starting to creep in too. Both players start to get a little bit tired. They start to get a little bit messy. Things tend to go not quite as right as what they could. About 3 minutes to go is our official time at the moment.
Referee said one. Referee said 1 minute.
Okay, we've got a minute to go.
Defensive scrum, Waikato.
No, he went that way.
Baylor with the ball. Good crowd down here in Putaruru. Very vocal crowd making lots of
We get a
noise.
bit of stick for it too.
One of the last plays of the game. So let's make plenty of noise for Waikato.
Good mate Ronnie Phillips here on the microphone and ground announcing Waikato scrum. Ball's there for them. Oh, average pass to Stacey Fuller. Willison has to go back for it.
Oh, no, gone outside the
Big crash
22.
defence. Turnover to Counties Manukau. Waikato needed to put the ball downtown. It didn't happen.
I don't know. Sean said 3. Referee said
Chubik Out wide to the big number 3, Covers. Covers with the big run on. Gets the tackle, knocked on, lost on. Knocked on by County's, going to be a turnover.
It's still
And over here in Putaruru. Waikato have won 34 points to 28.
28.
What a game, Minty. Well, it's been a brilliant day here at Nola Block in Putaruru. Waikato, though, they could have run away with this. Even at the start of the second half, they came out very strongly, and Counties looked down and out almost. But they did the Counties Manukau Heat side did very well to come back into this, make it a game. And in the end, it was only 6 points that separated.
1 point in it at half time, 6 points in at the end. Run through the scoring before we take off. Waikato fuel of the try after 8 minutes. Ali the conversion 7-0. Simon the number 8 for Waikato at 15 minutes the try, 12-0 unconverted. 24 minutes. The big number 8 for Counties Manukau, Tiri Ingard scores and Chubit the conversion 12-7. Chelsea Alley with the penalty at 28 minutes, 15-7 Waikato. Then Ioana, the big number 6 for Manukau, scores right on half time. Chubit the conversion 15-14 half time. Second half, Waikato started all good and grand. Holmes the try, unconverted. Robin Reddy the try, Alley the conversion 27-14. It was after 50 minutes. 57 minutes, Hohep of the Sky.